the more experience you have at doing it.
Whether that's a local football star.
And here's the power, the flatness of the Enqvist shot.
Paris Saint-Germain had a good win in the Cup Winners' Cup last night, as of course did Liverpool.
Well, again, he held his ground well, but it wasn't the ideal approach by Edberg. Hit it pretty short, and there didn't seem to be real conviction about his approach to the net then.
One love service game for each of them then. And we're on serve, 3-2, first set. Opened a Paris. And again, some people coming into the hospitality boxes at the last conceivable moment. Already through, Evgeny Kavelnikov to play Peter Korda, and Magnus Gustafsson awaits either Edberg or Enqvist. It's 2-3.
Well, he was faced with, again, Enqvist encroaching on his territory, coming in behind a mishit return, chiefly because the ball had been hit directly at Enqvist's body. I thought there was rather an interesting statistic from last night's match against Ferdinand Vivier, the Dutch qualifier, who played so well against Edberg, that Edberg actually won a greater percentage of his points on his second serve than he did in his first.
Certainly not the case so far in this match. Edberg's won 90% of points behind his first serve and only 40 behind the second.
Yes, and one of the reasons for that is that he's up against Enqvist here, who last year was one of the best in terms of return games won, that is games won on the opponent's serve. And also one of the top 10 players on points won returning opponent's second serve. So he's up against one of the better returners, period, as the Americans say.
The chuckles, because that one got the centre service judge on the left arm. But I mean, Enqvist is just playing Edberg at Edberg's own game, coming in behind the second service return. There's the line judge, who, well, he won't mind a bruise or two. After all, it was from Edberg. He'll probably ask for it to be signed afterwards. Won't wash for a month. 3-all.
Well, at some stage, Enqvist has got to evaluate the situation, playing a slightly different game here. In fact, a very different game to the one he usually plays. Now, he has beaten Edberg twice out of 2. Playing his usual game. So at some stage, he's got to work out during this match just how effective increased play at the net is.
Yes, I'm not surprised that Stefan had a little look. That must have been the very back edge of the line.
Well, this is where perhaps one would expect him to bear most fruit on the Edberg side, just punishing away at the Edberg forehand and hoping for the slight mishit.
Ace number 5 for Thomas Enqvist. And it's he who leads by 4 games to 3 in the opening set. At the double, they're changing the ball girls. And also changing the balls. Stefan's changing his shirt.
Yes, I think these balls are due to be used in Stockholm next week, so no great change there for Edberg. This is a very, very spacious arena. In fact, it reminds me actually of the Philadelphia Spectrum, which isn't quite as big, where both these players have done well in the past.
Tomorrow, next week, next Tuesday, we've got a special tribute to Stefan Edberg. Just before we start our coverage of his last tournament. That's, of course, at 6 o'clock UK time, 7 Central European time.
Don't expect any fireworks, though.
Yeah, put off your bonfire until a little later. This features a lovely interview that our colleague Chris Bowers did with Stefan at the Queen's Club in West London a week or so ago. Three-4. You see a point like that through and the years just roll back.
Yes, well, at 30, there's no reason why there shouldn't still be spring in the step. And he's as close to the net as that. I'm sure there's probably a bit of his perspiration on Enqvist's side of the court. I wonder if he could claim the point.
You always tried to come up with some ingenious ways of claiming points when I was officiating for you. 4-all, first set. Well, it's been a super crowd in here today. I think for the most part they've been very well behaved, unlike earlier in the week.
Oh, we're certainly right on the middle line.
Another 202k serve.
Well, that's how well Enqvist hits that passing shot, because Edberg was onto it. But Enqvist just got so much flat power. Well, this is definitely going for the Guinness Book of Records here as far as Enqvist's volleying is concerned. And he's doing it better and better.
Enqvist has played 11 points at the net in this set so far. Back-to-back love service games. It's Enqvist who leads 5-4, first set.
Fire, pressure, heat. Elements which came together at the birth of the new Rado Diastar Ceramica. A thing of beauty with case and bracelet entirely made of scratch-proof high-tech ceramics. Rado Ceramica, unmistakable, scratch-proof, unique.
You have to have a passion about wine, otherwise get out the business. Wine is a product that lives. Sheer poetry, romance. We send to every country in the world. Obviously the main cities. I don't want wine that's due for New York ending up in London. We need crisp, sharp service, and it's daily. I wouldn't work with them if they didn't have the passion that I have about my business. I trust DHL that when they undertake a job, they do it.
DHL, we keep your promises.
Back live to the Mercedes Super 9.
Stefan Edberg serving to stay in this opening set. 4-5 against Thomas Enqvist. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, the majority making their views clear too.
We haven't seen much foot faulting from Edberg this week, but once again Enqvist in his endeavours to get into court is caught in no man's land.
Seven clean winners from the baseline now for Enqvist. Oh, that's terrific. We don't have anybody as smart as that in our hotel, Fru.
Yep. And they got the right numbers too. First serve needed.
Two set points for Thomas Enqvist.
And the volley king just short of kingly on that occasion.